what's up. I can't lie. Yesterday was a very vivid and spiritual night for me. I was having a lot of thoughts. Very much in my face. Very loud. A lot. I wrote down a lot. And looking back on them, I was floating still. That's the thing though. When I get into that thing, I kind of not forget about it, but like it doesn't come back to me until it's necessary. So writing it down is really starting to help me. Because that might have come back to light in a couple months, you know what I mean? But the truth is, we want to keep it relevant so then I can have enough things to reference to as much as possible. And it'll allow me to educate better, innit? But what I wanted to talk about today is I wanted to talk about how ability, okay? I wanted to talk about ability, okay? And mental blocks. Cool. The main thing is that I wanted to say that ability is not a one-hand thing. It's not a selective thing. It is a measure that can be used up against all things. Okay, all things. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, a footballer could become an F1 driver at the same level that he F1 drives if he put his mind to it, and vice versa. Okay, that is the league in which footballers and F1 drivers are in. Okay, in terms of did we call it natural ability? All right. I wouldn't call it natural ability as such. I would just call it the ability of the higher end individuals, the more in-tuned individuals, okay? So I generally think, and we do see it, you know, a little bit, crossover sports, like Usain Bolt with football, you know what I mean? Like, there is a little crossover, but I generally think that they can match the levels in which they perform in their specific sports, in anything, by the way. They could do it in computer science, they could do it in all these things if they didn't have the mental blocks, okay? Because some people will look at, okay, a footballer could look at computer science, it could be they could hate it, so then that means they will never follow down that path. But the truth is, their ability is not narrow to football. It is everything, because again, everything is a measure of the best. Okay, this is what we were talking about yesterday. The best, the idea of what is the best. Okay, we would say that Messi and Ronaldo are the closest to the idea of the best when it comes to football. Okay, and this might mean that they have been aligned to be like that from birth. Okay, but then at the same time, I would definitely say that they definitely do have an ability. If they didn't put all their cards into football, they would have the ability to apply that sort of, you know, that power from football into anything, because it's just so powerful. Because just think about the way that it makes you feel when you watch it. You can sense how powerful it is. How can that thing be narrow? That's what I mean. It's that feeling that we get. That feeling is our divine nature. It's our divine nature, and our divine nature is universal. Okay, it can be applied to anything. It can be applied to anything. It's not narrow. It just may appear narrow in our vessels because we are designed to be narrow, because we are not worthy to fully helm that power. So we can only create it in a small, narrow way. But then there is one way to get around that, and it's the true nature of the power, okay? And the true nature of the power is the one that is grounded, okay? And this is the one that I'm gonna talk about in another video. It's the version of this power which everyone strives for, but they never go for because it doesn't make sense. And it's with the concept that I've come up with, kind of, about gravity, okay? Because I feel like gravity really displays it, okay? Some people, and again, I really wanted to expand on this in another video, but we're just going to say it here anyway, okay? So imagine you got a ball, okay? This ball is Ronaldo. How high I throw it up is how high Ronaldo is going to get good at football, okay? This is how it works. The force which he puts in release is how good he's going to be at football. However, when he comes crashing down, you know, that is the idea of that he won't be able to maintain that level forever. So there'll be a time where it will be in the air and it'll be in the prime, and then it will come down after the prime, it will start to come down slowly. Maybe not slowly, but you know what I mean. But as it goes down, the faster it goes down, okay? And then we would say that the splat is the death, let's just say, or just whatever. Cool. That is one form of gravity, okay? We need to pause the video. Yo.
Yo.
What are you saying, G?
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
What's it? My man texted Thomas and he said if we can be there before 2, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, me and Thomas are on going because obviously we're going to have to leave like now and shit. What, you on
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I'm on.
You're on, yeah?
Yeah.
Can't say that, and I'm just going to I'm making my way to Thomas's now, innit?
Yeah. Say nothing. Just call me when you're outside, yeah?
Oh, yo. Have
Yeah.
you still got all that tobacco now?
Oh, no, it's in the bang bus.
In the bang bus?
In the bang bus.
Mine already.
Say nothing. Look. Yeah, let me make this quick because I'm on a call out. I hope my Winnie didn't slip that. But yeah, just in terms of in terms of gravity force from going forward and backwards, it's different. When you're grounded, you can only go forward and backwards. Okay, and we imagine the force that we propel forwards is one that we have to maintain consistently. Because if we don't maintain it, you have to imagine that you will fall backwards or you will stay stagnant. There's no two options. You can no longer proceed. But you can proceed much further walking the slow pace than any other place. Because if you're grounded and you still try to rush it, you run out of energy. So you be grounded and you walk, and then you will defeat the resistance by making the resistance lower, basically making the resistance easier for yourself by minimizing the resistance. That's the way to beat it. That's how you beat it. It doesn't matter about how high you go. The only way that you can truly succeed is by minimizing your resistance, because you decide your own resistance in the choices that you make, in the decisions that you make, in the stress that you take on. Because you have to remember, even all these material things, they still have life energy transfer. And you have to imagine that resistance is life energy transfer. Money is life energy transfer, okay? So as long as if you make money a big thing in your head and stuff, then bro, it's going to be valuable to you. But I really need to explain this in the video. This was really good for me.